We're unbeaten in 3 games. We're still in the title race, and we could pretty much secure our playoff place by the end of this episode. Season-defining moments coming up right now. Hello everyone and welcome to episode 7 of our Maidstone United save. Since you were last with us, things have been a little bit up and down, but recent form has seen us remain in the title race. The last game we played in the last episode was victory over Oxford City. Since then we drew 1-1 with Dorking and then were absolutely hammered 3-0 at home by Hungerford. For the first hour of the game, we were all over them. They didn't have a shot on goal at all. Their XG was 0. And then they just run ragged over us. We capitulated. So for the Slough game, we changed it up a little bit. I went to a 4-2-4 wing play system and we won 3-0. Well, Armstrong back into the team because his manager, he's on loan with us, so his manager was complaining about the amount of time he was playing. So brought him back in, he got an 8.2, kept a clean sheet and saved a penalty. Grant scored 2 goals with an 8.9. And yeah, all in all, it was a pretty impressive performance. Then we went to Braintree. We're 1-0 up, but conceded, I think it was in the 87th minute, equaliser. Despite the fact we were the better team, had more possession, XG was higher, a lot more shots. We had 14 shots on target to their 2. We just couldn't close the game out. And then in the last game, Dulwich Hamlet at home. If you remember rightly, at the end of the last episode, I said I was coming back for Braintree and St Albans. The Dulwich Hamlet game was rescheduled due to a fixture congestion or whatever. So instead of playing the Braintree game on camera, then skipping and playing Dulwich off at the camera and then playing St Albans, I thought we'd come back for St Albans and Heaven Waterlooville. Heaven Waterlooville are 5th in the table at the minute. St Albans are 8th, so it's still 2 games that are around the playoff places. Jack Barham, that's what I was going to talk about. Barham has signed a contract extension, so he's here for another year. His potential ability has actually gone up, I think, and he's been scoring more goals. 19 league goals and 3 assists in 32 appearances, 20 goals in all competition, overall rating of 7.1. So, despite the fact that I was going to get rid of him at the start of the season, he has been a revelation somewhat. If we look at the table, we are still in the title race, amazingly. Hampton and Richmond are top, Ebbsfleet second, Bath third, all with 60 points. We're on 57. So, yeah, we're 3 points adrift. Both Hampton and Richmond and Ebbsfleet have games in hand on us, or a game in hand on us, and much better goal difference. But we're still in with an outside chance of winning the league and getting automatic promotion. Other than that, our 11-point gap over 8th place has been restored. We've got much better goal difference. So, if results go our way and we can win both of the games in today's episode, we've pretty much secured a playoff place with, what will it be? There'll still be 6 games left after this episode. But we'll pretty much secure a playoff place with 2 wins. And if the teams down here don't win both of their games, St Albans can't because we're playing them first. But it could be season defining for another reason. If we lose both of these games and teams like Hungerford and Albans win both of theirs, it's going to make for a very nervy end of the season. But let's get straight on with the game. We are without a few players today. Bradley Green has picked up an injury, so he's out for between 12 days and 4 weeks. Joe Ellor is on international duty, as is Gavin Hoyt. I know Gavin Hoyt doesn't really play for us, but it's always good to have the extra options. So, and Binham Williams is struggling for fitness. So, despite the fact that he has been awful every time he's played, he has an average rating for the season of 5.9. We have to play Rafi Brown at left back, or wing back, sorry. I'm hoping that he does a little bit better than he has done in previous games. So our team for this game against St Albans is Armstrong in goal, Brown, Elacobi, Tomlinson, Trotman, Phillips, Booty, Luque, Deacon, Barham and Grant. We are playing the custom wing play 4-2-4 with a balanced mentality. Bit of a lower line of engagement to try and prevent teams keep getting in over the top of us. We have conceded 2 goals in the last 3 games since we've been playing it, but it's a lot less than we were conceding before. As I said before, this could be pretty much securing a playoff place if we win this today and Hungerford lose as well as our win. We'll move to something, I think it's 14 points it'll be with 7 games to play. Although, to be honest, a playoff place is probably pretty much already secured. But you can't count your chickens too early, can you? Right, nothing much happening early doors here. Still no highlights. Brown break here. Grant, ball over the top. Barham, one-on-one with a goalkeeper. Can he? Yes, he can. 1-0. Barham, I think that's his 21st goal of the season. And he is somewhat of a goal machine. I know I've said it several times, but my first thought was a new striker at the start of this season. And in a way, I'm glad I didn't bring anyone in. We've secured him on a season extension, as we did with Deacon and Phillips earlier on in the season. So they'll be in next year, regardless of what division we're in. I didn't want to lose the entire team at the end of the season if we fail to get promoted. We've had Emma Hayes, which is the Exeter manager. We've had her attending games, taking a look at Regan Booty. And there's Booty with, Barham hits the outside of the woodwork. And the score remains 1-0. Luque is struggling for fitness again. But we're going to keep him on for the time being. Ebbsfleet are losing at home to Dorking, I've just seen. Oh, they just equalised, I think. I'm pleased. Created plenty. Might only be 1-0 up. But we have created plenty. Let's just pause that for a sec. Deacon has picked up a slight knock. Potential shoulder injury. We'll take him off for Walters. I haven't really got anyone to cover on that left-hand side, have I? Grant can play there. He's competent on the left wing. What have I done here? Back there. With Grant there. And we'll bring Alfie Pavey on there, who incidentally actually scored his first goal for us in the first game after the last episode. Brilliant finish as well. And then he was absolutely awful in the next game, and I dropped him again. Right, come on, boys. Let's get this game won. Nice build-up play. We can get a cross in here. Trotman. No. Nothing comes of it. But the highlight hasn't finished yet, so someone could still get a goal at the end of it. It's Brown. All through to Pavey. Pavey puts in the cross. Barham, head on it, hits the crossbar. Crossbar, that's twice that Barham has hit the woodwork in this game. And in a game that we have absolutely dominated, I can't believe that we've only scored one goal. Grant to Walters. Walters, beautiful finish from Tashawn Walters. And that wraps up the 3 points. And while celebrating that, we saw that Ebbsfleet have gone behind. What a goal. Beautiful finish from Walters. And 2-0 is a much better scoreline than 1-0. But they both give you 3 points. So that was a good win for us. Sees us extend our gap over 8th place to 14 points now, with just 7 games to go. I know that Hungerford have got a game in hand and could cut the gap a little bit, but I'm pretty confident that that is playoff secure. And we are still only 3 points off the top of the table. Bath with a 4-3 victory over Eastbourne. Borough have leapfrogged Hampton and Richmond, and Ebbsfleet after they both suffered home defeats. Ebbsfleet losing 3-2 at home to Dorking, and Hampton and Richmond losing 3-1 at home to Dartford. So if they're going to start bottling it, we will hopefully take full advantage. Right, let's see if we can make it 2 wins in 2 in this episode. In between the games, we lost a player, Tom Hadler, who was number 1 goalkeeper to start the season. He's gone to Fylde. He wouldn't sign the new contract when I offered it to him. And Fylde came in and offered £1,000, something like that. What was it? 1.3, £1,300. So considering his contract runs out in 2 months' time, we would have lost him for nothing anyway. I accepted. We've got Liam Armstrong on loan until the end of the season, so he can just play in goal till then. And we were going to be looking for a new keeper anyway, so now we have a game against Heaven Waterlooville, currently 5th. Unbeaten in 4 wins in 5 games and a draw against Hungerford. They've only lost once. I was going to say this year, they've lost twice in this calendar year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They've lost once in 12, and that was against Ebbsfleet. So this is going to be tough. But if we can win this and other results go our way, we could be right back. Like we're still in the title challenge. But what I mean is, if we win and other results go our way, we could get back on level terms with the league leaders. In that last game, I forgot to mention that Rafi Brown actually played well. He got 7.6 as a wing back, so he can keep his place. Bingham Williams is fit again, but Brown's going to keep his place. So the team for this game is Armstrong in goal, Trotman, Tomlinson, Elakobi, Brown, Phillips, Booty, Deacon, Luque, Grant, and Barham. Gavin Hoyt and who was the other one? I think it may have been Brown. Yeah, it was. It was Rafi Brown. They both asked to go out on loan. I offered them out to clubs several times. Nobody wanted them, so they've both handed in a transfer request. Not quite sure why they've handed in a transfer request, because their contracts run out soon anyway. And I certainly won't be offering either of them a new one. But if handing a transfer request keeps them happy for a little while, then we could go in here we could go top with a win here. Let's give ourselves a possible chance. I don't actually think we can because of our goal difference. I think we'd need to win something like 22-0. I want us to pick up where we left off last time out. That'll do. I don't want to put any extra pressure on the team and say about going top. Our target is just a playoff place. So there's no point in putting extra pressure on players, possibly forcing mistakes. Phillips is already injured. So we'll take him off and bring on Corn. Gallagher is just always angry. Every time I look at bringing Jake Gallagher on, I think, no, he's always angry. We need to calm down a bit. Slow start to this highlight. Are we going to get it back and break, or are they going to attack us? It looks like they're going to attack us. And we've conceded a bit of a weldy. Armstrong knows he was at fault. I've literally just got rid of his competition. But Armstrong there, poor punch. Clifford, brilliant finish by the Heaven player, but the goalkeeper should have caught it, or should have punched it a lot clearer than that. There's the ball over the top, and how have we not scored there? Ah. How we're behind in this game is beyond me. You can look at XG and just needed a touch on the line there. It's been terrible. Just telling me terrible. I'm going to bring Deacon off. Waters, let's hope Waters can muster up a little bit of magic like he did in the last game. Ebbsfleet are winning. Hampton and Richmond are behind, but Ebbsfleet are winning. And Armstrong saves it. Elakobi smashes it away. And have a corner. Keeper comes to punch it again. And again, a pretty poor clearance. He possibly should have caught it, but we're not getting into this game. We're running out of time. We demand more. We're going to go attacking. And we're going to bring the aggressive Jake Gallagher on. We're going to confirm the changes. And we're going to hope to get an equaliser. We're ahead on XG. We've had more shots. There's Brown over. Tomlinson to Luque. Luque's shot, and that is wide of the mark. Ebbsfleet and Hampton and Richmond are both drawing. But we, while they bottle it, we've bottled it even more. It's very disappointing, that. And we're now 4 points off of the top. We do have a game in hand. No, we don't. I'm looking at the wrong team. We're there. They have a game in hand on us, and we're 3 points off the top. I forgot who I was managing for a sec. I didn't even look at the team name. I just saw the colour. So we have a 13-point gap over Eastbourne with 4 games left. So that means, no, there's 6 games left, isn't there? They play 40 games, not 38. 6 games left. So technically we can be caught, but with our goal difference the way it is, I will happily say that we have secured a playoff place. There are other teams below us who are going to get overtaken before we get overtaken. So we've secured a playoff place. We're 3 points off the top. Everyone's got a game in hand on us and better goal difference. But as we've seen, they are bottling it. Hampton and Richmond, a 94th minute penalty to get a draw away at Braintree, and Ebbsfleet, an 89th minute equaliser to get a draw at home to Hungerford. So take those away, and all of a sudden, they're level on points with us. If Bath can bottle it as well, we may still be able to nick it. I'm not going to look at the schedule and decide when to come back. What I'm going to do is probably play through to the end of the season now. There's no point in coming back in a couple of games' time, seeing if we've done this, seeing if we've done that. If we are still in with a chance of either losing our playoff place or winning the league, then I'll come back before the end of the season. If we're just going to be finishing in the playoffs, I'm going to play through to the end of the season, and the next episode will be the playoff episode. So, if the next episode doesn't say playoffs on it, you know that there's either a chance that we're going to drop out of the playoffs or that we're going to win the league. But I'm thinking that it will probably be the playoff episode. So I'm going to get through the rest of the season. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed that episode, please do leave a like, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.